Now we want to take a look at an older recording that was sent to me by Trent and that was supposedly captured by a couple of friends who were on their way to a buddy's house one Friday night. As per usual, they took a small road which was situated close to a forest area. Lately, there had been reports of unusual noises that can be heard at night. Perhaps it were those noises which had caused the group of friends to record that night.
These guys are braver than me. Oh no, it's right over there. No!
They make it a bit into the forest to see if anything would appear on camera, or at least lead them towards the noises. Foolish, some would say.
Go ahead. Roar hoop again. My battery's going dead.
They didn't see anything to match those weird noises that night. At least that's what they thought at first. Yeah, people commented that it is perhaps just coyotes in the distance, but that it also sounds very similar to a hyena. But hyenas usually are not that loud. They took a couple of photos too. On one of them, this appeared. Is it the source of all these noises? Perhaps. It could be an animal. It could also be a mysterious creature though. What are your thoughts on this? The next video was captured by Nick Foster, who didn't really expect to capture anything out of the ordinary this particular evening. He states that he was walking his dog Poppy in the woods. She loves to chase squirrels and enjoys being out in the wild in general. However, at some point, it seems like the dog is sensing something, but Nick couldn't make out anything with his own eyes at the time. Basically thinking nothing of it, since there are many noise sources around that oftentimes cause his dog to stop in its tracks. He also states that he's pretty certain nobody else was around. There seldomly is, especially in the evenings. Yet, there was something else with him, at least his camera says so. Let's take a look.
Listen, squirrels.
Way.
Nick has a theory about what he has captured walking there in the background. He sees a soldier in a helmet and a trench coat, possibly from World War II, he states. Could that be? Others see an elderly person with a stick. If it wasn't just another regular person in the woods, what else was that? Maybe a paranormal entity, an apparition? Hard to say. This video was sent by Maria, and she told me that it was recorded by a couple of friends from Rio Bueno, Chile. They were recording an abandoned old house in the neighborhood. Unfortunately, none of them had a good camera, so we have to accept that the video was recorded by Potato. Once they make it on the second floor, there is a really mysterious thing walking by at the end of the hallway.
Aquí dice cualquier nombre de los muertos, viste, que quedan muertos aquí mismo. Hola fantasma, ¿cómo estás fantasma? Ahí sí, está arriba. Ahora. Oye, las mismas habitaciones.
A tiny creature appears in the doorway. Some say it could be a halfling, others say it's the lower part of a manifestation. What do you think? The next video was uploaded by user Snyder Flores 2. He was out one night with his daughter, outside the village close to a town in Ecuador. They were on their way back home and passing through a rural park, and nothing seemed to be out of the ordinary at first. However, after a few seconds this changed. The father of the little girl noticed something behind her.
Por ahí viene la mujer más hermosa de todo este planeta. Enojada y enojada. Oh, May. Algo se corrió detrás de ti. Devuélvete para atrás a ver qué es lo que fue. Yo te sigo. Por aquí se movió algo. Por aquí, por este árbol. Mueve las ramas. No hay nada, ¿no? Por aquí se movió, pero. Ven, vamos a buscarlo más acá. Por aquí.
It was a weird encounter indeed. Take a close look, as there seems to be a little kid behind his daughter in the bushes. It runs towards the right and is not seen or heard of after ever again. Strange. Was the kid maybe waiting behind the pole here, creating the strange effect? What's also odd is the swing at the end of the video. Look at it. Something must have used it just moments before. Was it maybe a paranormal incident? Other viewers suspect that the shadow person in the background might have something to do with it even. Can we confirm that? Of course not. But who knows? Maybe there was something mysterious going on. How creepy. The following video was sent in by Thomas, and it was supposedly recorded by 2 security guards who felt the need to share the following on Reddit. It is said that they were controlling several of the CCTV monitors that are hooked up to different cameras around the empty hallways and rooms of a building they are protecting. Something rather interesting caught their attention one night, and they thought it was a prank at first. However, nobody else seemed to be on the premises at the time, so they were quite a bit baffled.
looks like she's floating, Bob. Got it. This looks like she's floating, Bob. Got it.
There certainly is a strange object hovering over the ground. It looks almost humanoid, but it's really hard to say what exactly that thing is. It has been captured by yet another camera though.
Oh god, this gives me the creeps.
Yeah.
To the naked eye, it does look transparent, a wispy shape one could say, but nobody will ever know what exactly went down that night. Mysterious. The following video was sent to me by uploader Xavier6909, and it features a terrifying shadow apparition that he could capture on video one day. Xavier is the owner of a house in which he does not live, but strictly uses it for storage. Once in a while, they also use it for band practice. He says that many creepy things have been happening in there, and that people see and hear things that do lack any kind of explanation. Apparently, those things even happened during band practice. They had to stop several times in the past when hearing weird noises, and members of Xavier's group saw somebody walking behind him, when nobody else but them was there at the time. One day, he started recording to document some water damage that had been taking hold of two of the rooms in there. And while he was walking through the rooms, something was coming through the basement door and looking down the hallway at him.
That is the spot in the living room I was telling you about. I've got the leak fixed, but as you can see, the tile is pretty much damaged. I'm going to have to get some new tile, but that's one spot. And then another spot back here, as you can see. That's the worst spot. Now,
You may have missed it right now, but before we take another look, let's take a peek at the basement door just moments after this incident.
sections of tile there, and then back here we got. Oh, and check this out. Look what I saw on the ground. That is wood and paint from there. That door has been sealed up. I've not opened it since I've been here. It's been sealed. Got caulk and stuff, but I got to get a door. I'm gonna get that fixed. And then, of course, we got.
Check out the basement door in the back. Nothing is obstructing it, nor is there any items placed, right? So the view should be clear, just like the way we see it here. However, when Xavier pans the camera for the first time, there is a black object coming out of that door. Coincidentally, he thought he might have heard some strange noises at the time, stemming from the kitchen. Something is clearly peeking out of that door, but what is it? Xavier also mentions that this thing seems to be morphing, and I agree. Maybe that's even more proof that he is dealing with a paranormal entity here. He's asking for your help and hopes to find some ideas in the comments. So, if you have some good suggestions, please share. I definitely think there's more going on with this house. Thanks for watching, guys.